Hello everyone! Welcome back to AAS Publishing. And we're going to continue our series on publishing in the AAS journals, the American Astronomical Society journals, as an author. And as a reminder, the AAS journals are the Astronomical Journal, the APJ, the APJ, the Astrophysical Journal, APJ Letters, APJ Supplement, Research Notes of the AAS, and the Bulletin of the AAS. So last time we covered some of the beginning parts of a usual manuscript that is submitted to the journals, and we're going to carry that on today. So let's get to it. So we have the methods, observations, and experiment section of a typical paper. And here you want to give enough information so that someone else could repeat the calculation, the observation, the experiment, kind of science 101, right? Could somebody else do this and get the same result or nearly the same result? So you want to make sure you give enough information that somebody could redo it. We all use software instruments in modern astronomy and astrophysics. Is there anybody that doesn't use any software whatsoever? I doubt it. And so the AAS journals recognizes the importance of software to the community, and we want to make sure that the people who write that software, who enable the science, get credit for it. So there's a /software directive in the AAS Tech macros. This is going to go at the end of the paper before the reference section. And you want to list the software that you used, if it's where to get it, particularly if it's open knowledge, open source software, and then a citation, journal citation, or something of that sort, so that people can read about the paper itself. We do have a policy on software. It's given at the URL down at the bottom, journals.aas.org, policy, software.html. Go ahead and take a read it and definitely use the /software for your methods, observations, and experiments. Results. This section is where you extract the science from your data, your observations, your calculations, your theory, and you want to extract what is the meaning of those numbers. And you often do this with figures and tables. It is often the first thing that is done about a paper. You generate your tables, generate your figures, talk about them, and then what the meaning of those figures are in the results section. You also want to include a discussion of the uncertainties or the limitations. So all science has uncertainties to it, particularly observational or experimental data. Theory has limitations associated with it, and so you should feel free to talk about that and be quantitative about it if possible. Also, the AAS journals encourages the enrichment of articles with data behind the figure. So for example, if you have a simple XY plot, rather than trying to digitize the plot or take a ruler out and try to read values off the plot, you should just click the figure and up pops the XY values of the data behind the figure. So that is a feature that we offer. We offer a wide variety of visualization possibilities, so movies, movable PDFs, etc., and lots of other digital assets can be associated with your article, not just XY plots. So if you're interested in exploring something beyond the XY plot, I encourage you to take a look at the URL given at the bottom there, journals.aas.org, authors, manuscript.html. Then we have the discussion part of a paper, and this is, you want to say how your quantitative results relate to the science questions you are addressing. You want to go back to the big picture that you gave in the introduction. How does this highly detailed work on the observations or the theory or the experiment or the instrument, how does that relate to the big science questions that you were asking from the beginning? You want to describe the advantages of your result and how they compare to past work. In other words, this is where you're going to start putting your work into perspective, not only with your previous work, but with the work of others. Okay? You want to describe how your science can then be further tested by additional observations, by experiment or calculations. This is not an opportunity to expound on all the future stuff that you're going to do or might not do, but you do want to say what would be the next step. If somebody was trying to reduplicate this work to verify what you got, what would be the next steps that somebody might take to further the effort along? Okay, so it's a good thing to do. That's what I want to say in this module. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.